A 17-year-old Scottish student claims he was kicked out of class after arguing that there are only two genders. He secretly filmed being told off by the teacher.
I am stating what is national school authority policy. Okay? Not every policy is scientific, Murray.
And you can't come out here and say that I'm not being inclusive when someone says something you disagree with.
I said what you were saying was not being inclusive.
You kicked me out of class.
I know what you think, and I know what the authority thinks. I know what the authority's point of view is very clear that we make no discrimination on the grounds of various...
I wasn't making discrimination. I'm simply saying there are two genders, male and female.
Yeah.
Anything else is a personal identification.
I'm sorry, but you chose to make an issue of making a point which is contrary to policy.
The local authority says the video does not show the full context of the exchange. Aberdeenshire Council added that it wants good relations between different groups in schools and an inclusive environment for all.
It is important to understand the context of any video clip taken without a person's consent. In our schools, fostering good relations among different groups can be a real challenge, but our aim is to support a fairer, inclusive environment for all.
We put the issue up for debate.
I think from what we've seen, obviously the pupil was fairly challenging, but I think that's within the bounds of reasonable debate. And I think the teacher was actually quite stern and dismissive. And maybe there was more to the exchange than was in the video, but I think it's healthy and right that pupils and teachers should have a robust exchange of views.
I think it is wrong and it is disruptive to video a private discussion between a pupil and the teacher. That is deeply unfair to the teacher and it is deeply disruptive. I think the teacher was wrong to throw the boy out of the class, and I think the boy was wrong to video the exchange. However, it is a fact that there are basically two genders, and it is morally wrong that anybody who says that should have any trouble from any public authority in the United Kingdom or elsewhere.
Well, there are two genders, male and female, but there are people who have variations of both. So, for example, intersex people have a combination of both male and female chromosomes, hormones, and genitalia. So it isn't strictly true that they're only male and female.
I'm not concerned about the science of brain gender or anything like that. I simply say, if you wish to transition from a man to a woman, you own your body and you have the right to do it. But actually, there is an issue of rights here. If the teacher is right, then what he's suggesting is that the policy of the council is that you cannot say that there are only two genders, and if you say that, that is something that should be confined to the home.
Absolutely. This is a free speech issue. Pupils have a right to free speech. That pupil, whether you agree with him or not, has a right to freedom of expression. And that's the right he was exercising in that school class. School should be a place where ideas are expressed, where they're challenged, where they're refuted, critiqued, supported, amplified. That's what a good school is. A good school is a place where ideas are contested.